Welcome to the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. I'm Pirates President Frank Coonley. Baseball teaches our youth about teamwork, sportsmanship, determination, hard work, perseverance, and so much more. These are values that will serve these young players well in their lives off the baseball field. The Pirates and all of Major League Baseball are encouraging young people to play baseball and softball and to pass on their love for the game and its values to their own children. We're excited to help the Pony League showcase the pure joy and beauty of this great game of baseball here in Western Pennsylvania. All of us in the Pirates organization hope that you enjoy the action of the 65th Pony League World Series. Now, let's play ball.
It is an absolutely glorious evening as we are ready to play ball at the 65th edition of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, and we welcome you to legendary Lou Hayes Pony Field. Hi everybody, I'm Tony Caridi, and here we go. 6 days of baseball ready to go. 10 teams from literally all over the world are here, and by Wednesday we will claim a champion. We've got an interesting matchup here in game number 1. Let's waste no time and let's head upstairs to our public address announcer, Randy Cosgrove.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Our opening game this evening will feature Los Mochis, Mexico, and Peters Township, Pennsylvania. Now, let's meet our umpires. The home plate umpire, Miles Dotson. First base umpire, Jeff Vrabel, Sr. The second baseman, Dave Smolko. The third base umpire, Ray Parker. Now, let's meet the lineups for today's visiting team, Los Mochis, Mexico. The shortstop, number 31, Jose Roman. Second baseman, number 22, Jair Felix. The first baseman, number 10, Rigoberto Barbola. The second baseman, number 17, Brian Guerrero. Number 4, the pitcher, Vicente Valenzuela. The center fielder, number 42, Alejandro Cervantes. The third baseman, number 5, Diego Miranda. The right fielder, number 9, Jaime Zamora. The left fielder, number 27, Enrique Zastolmen. The rest of the lineup for Mexico. Number 8, Maximilian Campos. The catcher, number 2, Daniel Zarate. Number 28, Emmanuel Vega. And number 32, David Espinosa. The business manager, Jorge Rivera. Coach Jaime Zamora. And Alejandro Roman. And the manager, Eduardo Felix. Ladies and gentlemen, Los Mochis, Mexico. And now the starting lineup for Peters Township. Second base, number 63, Shane Barchak. The shortstop, number 2, John Salvetti. The center fielder, number 10, Daniel Boehm. The left fielder, number 16, Ryan Majeski. Number 12, the third baseman, Matthew Levy. The pitcher, number 4, Jake Orsi. The catcher, number 9, Nick Winslow. First baseman, number 13, Sam Petrarca. The right fielder, number 24, Joey Bellarte. And the subs, left fielder, number 7, Luke Fontaine. Number 27, Vinny Knight. Number 28, Liam McHugh. And number 42, Joey Offerman. The business manager, George Winslow. Coach, John Salvetti. And the manager, Chris Peters. Ladies and gentlemen, your decisions committee, Terry Faust, Tom O'Connor, and Dick Witt.
At this time, we ask that you all rise for the Pony Prayer and our national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your hats. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or questionability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, and to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
Ready to go now. It will be Los Mochis, Mexico, Peters Township as game number 1 of potentially 19 games here in the tournament. Ready to begin. Let's turn it over now to the gentleman who will be calling the action, the veteran voice of the Pony League World Series, Mark Uriah, along with Lanny Fratteri.
Felix is the second baseman batting second. At first base, Roberto Borboyo. He bats third in the cleanup spot. Brian Guerrero. And he does the catching pitcher. Vicente Valenzuela bats fifth in the number 6 spot. Alejandro Cervantes, he's in center field. Number 7 hitter is third baseman Diego Miranda, batting 8th in center field. Jaime Zamora, and the number 9 hitter is left fielder Enrique Gastelum. And Peters Township takes the field. Right-hander Jake Orsi on the mound. Nick Winslow behind the plate. Sam Pacharka is the first baseman. Shane Bartzak at second. John Salvetti, the shortstop. Matthew Levy at third. Outfield from left to right, Ryan Majeski, Daniel Boehm, and Joey, make sure I get this right because we've had a couple of different pronunciations. Le Belarte. Le Belarte is what you were told, right, Lanny?
Let me check my notes here. I've had so many. Labalarte.
Okay.
Labalarte, okay? And for Orsi, Jake Orsi, he's going to be a freshman at Peters Township High School in the fall. Just celebrated a birthday in late July and gets the start for this Peters Township team. Chris Peters, who was drafted by the Pirates back in 1993, has taken over this program, which was put together rather quickly.
Beautiful sunshine, not no clouds in the sky from what we can see from our vantage point. Had some sprinkles mid-afternoon, which had us a little concerned, but no problem. Forecast looks good. And boy, with a tight schedule that we have, Lanny, the last thing we want is rain, especially early in the series, but looks like we'll be off to a good start.
And for those of you that are not familiar with the Pony League Baseball, the bases are 80 feet apart, not 90. The distance from the mound, from the rubber to home plate, is 54 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. 15 players, the limit on any team.
Hold on, Blue. Oh, center field gate. Hold on, Blue.
A little delay here before we get started. The gate in center field is still open. They're going to get that closed up before we start here. But Roman, the right-handed hitting shortstop, to lead it off here for Los Mochis. Umpires. Miles Dotson behind the plate. Jeff Vrabel Sr. is at first base. Dave Smolko is at second. Ray Parker, third base umpire. First pitch of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is a fastball up and into Roman for ball 1. Orsi, the right-hander, with the 1-0. Fastball again, this one across the plate, but still high. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, doubleheader tonight, opening ceremonies between games. Triple headers tomorrow and Sunday, both starting at 12 noon. 2-0 pitch, misses up and in. So Orsi falls behind the leadoff man here to start the ball game. And the 3-0 pitch misses upstairs.
And our first meeting quickly, Nick Winslow, the catcher, going out. One of the challenges very often for young pitchers that work off a mound is that very seldom do they have the opportunity to work off a mound warming up. So there is that adjustment plus the adjustment of the natural excitement of being a part of such a big event as the Pony League World Series.
Jair Felix, the hitter, steps in, number 2 hitter, with Roman at first base. A throw over to chase him back. Felix, right-handed hitting second baseman. And first pitch looked like Orsi took something off that. It's in there for a called strike. Jaime Zamora and Alejandro Roman, the coaches for Los Mochis. Eduardo Felix is the manager. Another throw over to first to chase Roman back. Just underway here from Lou Hayes Pony Field in Washington Park.
Eduardo Felix, the third base coach and manager, 43 years coaching.
One strike pitch fouled off out of play right side.
And Roman running on the 0-1 pitch.
Roman at first with nobody out here. Top of the first inning. Felix behind in the count, 0-2. Orsi of Peters Township delivers, misses high. 250 feet down the left and right field lines here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. 305 to straightaway center field. 285 to the power alleys. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground hard, one hopper to Salvetti. The shortstop steps on the bag at second for one, throws to first for the double play.
6-3, unassisted double play.
Great decision by Salvetti, the shortstop. He was gliding to his left, knew he could handle that out at second base without the flip to the second baseman.
Well, thanks to our friends at Pikewood Sports, got monitors and replays here, Lanny, so we can get second looks at things.
And the defense that Mark talked about with Majewski in left, Bayman center, Labelarti in right.
Borboyo takes a ball.
And you saw that double play combination up the middle, though, as I mentioned, Salvetti could and did the wise thing and took the out at second base himself.
Rigoberto Borboyo, the first baseman, left-handed batter. Just missed the outside edge on the 1-0 pitch there from Orsi. 2 balls, no strikes. Orsi, the right-hander, with the 2-0. And gets a called strike right down the middle there. Trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning with the aid of that double play. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Had Borboyo way out in front. You know, Lanny, I think it's big. And I've never heard any of the local teams say this, but I mean, you put yourself in Peters Township situation here, last-minute entry because of the visa issues for the Dominican Republic as the 2-2 pitch comes in. And it's bounced to third, backing up, waiting on the second hop is Levy. Long throw across the diamond, not going to be in time to get Borboyo for a 2-out infield single. But I would think that a 1-2-3 top of the first inning for Peters Township or for Washington or for Johnstown, those teams, I don't know, I'm not going to say they're in awe of the zone champions, but you want to get off to a good start. You want to feel like you belong and you can compete. And I think even though Peters isn't going to get the 1-2-3 inning here, if they can get kind of a clean inning and get back in the dugout, you get in there with a good feeling and get the bats in your hands and hopefully make something happen. Pitch misses inside to Brian Guerrero.
Well, that goes along, Mark, with the general philosophy about baseball in general, that your starting pitcher gets into a groove, gets into a rhythm early. It's a major plus for him as opposed to walking batters and dealing with runners on base.
Outside edge with a curveball.
I mean, take, for example, on one pitch to Felix, Ramon ran and the ball was fouled away. He didn't run on a subsequent pitch and double play ball.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Borboyo, the runner at first, a throw over to chase him back. One ball, 1 strike. And another throw to first. Borboyo diving back in.
And keep in mind that in this day and age of baseball, very often those throws to first are dictated from the manager, from the dugout.
1-1 fastball, a high strike.
Mark, I remember when that first came into play, Tony La Russa, Jim Leland, people like that were putting that into play. There were some veteran pitchers didn't want to deal with that, but now it's standard operating procedure.
I would imagine catchers probably had a little pushback from the catchers too, who, for so many years basically called the game. I think you get pitches called a lot from the dugout now as well. It's just the evolution of the game. Still 1-2 here to Guerrero. Fastball misses upstairs.
Well, you know Ray Miller, the former pitching coach of the Pirates, always talked about working quickly. Well, if you want your pitcher to work quickly, you better make sure if you're going to deal through the catcher from the dugout, you better work those signs in a quick-paced way.
Runner at first, 2 down, 2-2 pitch on the way here to Guerrero. Hit in the air to center field. Boehm comes in, he'll make the grab, and the side is retired. A walk, a base hit, 1 left on. We've played half an inning. Los Mochis, Mexico, nothing. And Peters Township coming to bat here at the Pony League World Series.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Full steam ahead for old-fashioned fun at the National Pike Steam, Gas, and Horse Show, August 12th through 14th in Centerville.
We head to the bottom half of the first inning as we get ready for game number 1 of 2 games to be played here this evening. It will be a doubleheader today, 3 games on the schedule for tomorrow, 3 more games to be played on Sunday, and then we will go into 4 games coming up on Monday and 4 games to be played on Tuesday. Championship day on Wednesday. You could see, because of the double elimination format, you could see as many as 3 games being played, or you could have just 1 single game. That was the story last year. We head to the bottom half of the first inning, and let's take a look now as Peters Township comes to bat on an absolutely glorious night here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Let's head back upstairs.
Peters Township coming to bat here, bottom of the first inning against Los Mochis, Mexico, here in Game 1 of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Right-hander Vicente Valenzuela on the hill for Los Mochis.
And the defense for the Mexican team, Gastelum in left, Cervantes in center, Zamora in right, Ramon and Felix up the middle, Miranda and Bobola on the corners, with Guerrero catching Venezuela.
For Peters Township, Shane Bartzak leads off. He's at second base. John Salvetti, the shortstop, bats second. Daniel Boehm bats third. He's in center field. Ryan Majewski, the left fielder, is the cleanup hitter. Matthew Levy bats fifth. He's at third base. The pitcher, Jake Orsi, bats sixth. Nick Winslow, the catcher, is the number 7 hitter. Sam Pacharka bats eighth. He's at first base. And Joey Labalarti is in the number 9 spot. He is the right fielder. So Peters Township, despite a couple of base runners, got a double play and able to get out unscathed in the first inning, and now they'll come to bat. You know, Lanny, we talked in the top of the first inning about, you know, I'll call them the local teams, Peters Township, Johnstown, Washington. But, you know, the other teams that come here, you know, they've never played on this field before. It's obviously a big tournament, so they've got jitters too. And that's one thing we talk about every year. Is Bartzak, right-handed batter, leads it off here, takes a first pitch fastball upstairs. So many teams you hear after their first game or in their second game, they talk about in the first game having jitters, and you know, it's tough to battle back through the loser's bracket. So you know, the team that can kind of get over that hump as far as the nerves are concerned and get out in game 1 with a victory, really a huge advantage there as Bartzak takes a strike to even the count at 1. Valenzuela delivers and lines it off the fence to the right side. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, the more you play, Mark, the more you'll settle into a routine that'll pay dividends for you. As you know, Western Pennsylvania young players may not have as many opportunities to play baseball as some individuals or some teams that come from warmer climates.
Bartzak ducks underneath the curveball, 2-2.
You would hope the summer programs would have that opportunity to get in a decent number of games.
2-2 pitch on the way. Bartzak able to lay off a fastball that was high and outside. Yeah, I just think day two, whenever your second game is, that you're familiar with more familiar with the surroundings, let's say. 3-2 pitch. Bartzak swings and misses, down on strikes for out number 1. Good fastball right down the middle there from Valenzuela. I don't know about you, Lanny, and I obviously didn't broadcast at the level that you have, but I know a couple of times on the road you go to a ballpark where you've never been, as John Salvetti bats here and takes strike 1. You know, that first game, it's not, I want to say it's difficult, but it's just you're in unfamiliar territory. Now, you know, as a major league broadcaster, you're basically going back to the same stadiums every year, but maybe, I don't know if your first time in each situation, you found it different, as Salvetti drops a base hit into left field. Gastelum had some thought about coming in to try to get that. Good job by Salvetti to fight off that pitch that was inside.
Indeed it was. And to your point, I guess we're reminded of the coach in Hoosiers that took his team into the big gym in Indiana and said, look, the basket's 10 feet off the floor, you know, the foul line's 15 feet, and that's what you hope the coaches and the managers will tell their it's baseball. It's between the lines. You just go do it. And hope that your experience will get you through some of the jitters that you talked about.
Well, and just finish a point here as Daniel Boehm steps in here, right-handed batter, fouls off a first pitch fastball. As a broadcaster, and I'm just not really what the players go through, but I know a couple of times going on the road for a 3-game series, that first game in a new ballpark, the second game is so much different because after you've been through one,
sure,
you know where everything is. And again, the field's the same, but there are certain things as a broadcaster that, you know, maybe you learn in that first game that you didn't know and you're ready for in game 2.
Well, I found when I started doing high school sports, going to that school for the first time, at least knowing where to park. Once I got that out of the way, I was in pretty good shape.
Boehm fouls off another pitch there from Valenzuela. No balls, 2 strikes. Salvetti at first with 1 out. Called strike 3 with a breaking ball on the outside corner, down around the knees.
Well, a great pitch by Valenzuela. That catcher Guerrero did a great job of holding that pitch, with holding that glove with the ball in it, to give Miles Dotson a good look at the strike.
Ryan Majeski, the batter, takes upstairs. And that pitch from Valenzuela that got Boehm didn't curve as much as it seemed to just drop on the outside corner.
By the way, this Valenzuela is a right-hander as opposed to the old Dodger, Fernando Valenzuela.
1-0 pitch. Fastball upstairs, and he, from what I could just tell, he didn't look up at the bill of his cap as he delivered that pitch either. 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan Majeski, right-handed hitting left fielder for Peters Township, with John Salvetti at first and 2 down. No score here, bottom of the first inning. Game 1 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Swing and a miss by Majeski.
Majeski looking for a fastball 2-0. I'm not sure he got it there. Took a great cut at the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. Valenzuela delivers. Fastball is outside. I should know better than to ask you this, and then we can continue it into the next half inning if we get if the inning ends here. But you were at the Fan Fest yesterday.
I was.
It's the first ever, so
right from the golf course, I went to the Fan Fest.
Sounds like a good day to me. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
And I played Strictly Heights yesterday. Lost a lot of golf balls, so while I was in Dick's, I went and bought some more golf balls. So it worked out well. 3-2. Runner at first will be going with 2 outs.
Stretched by the right-hander Valenzuela, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground, but a nice hop for Roman. He'll go the short way to Felix, covering second to retire the side. 1 out single, runner left on. We've played 1. Peters Township and Los Mochis, Mexico. Scoreless here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
At UPMC, we see more than bones and ligaments. We see passion and potential, which is why more people choose the nationally recognized orthopedic care at UPMC to keep them moving at full speed. Head to toe, start to finish. UPMC Orthopedic Care.
Well, you might think when the name of the event is the Dick's Sporting Goods World Series that uniforms will be absolutely at a premium. And not too far away from here in Washington, Pennsylvania, in Masontown, Pennsylvania, this is where the uniform apparel was all put together. Believe it or not, it takes 30 minutes to embroider that Pony League World Series logo. And they do an absolutely fantastic job. And these uniforms will be keepsakes that these players will have forever and ever. And nice color combination, blue and the red for Peters Township. And as the tournament rolls on, you'll see a lot of nice uniforms here from Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, we head to the top of the second. Let's go back upstairs with Mark.
No score after one. And we get ready for the top of the second inning here between Los Mochis, Mexico and Peters Township. Pitcher Vicente Valenzuela to lead it off for Los Mochis. Right-handed hitter. Jake Orsi, the right-hander for Peters Township, delivers. Ball hit off Valenzuela in the batter's box. It's a foul ball. Lanny, we were talking about Fan Fest, the first ever Pony League World Series Fan Fest yesterday at Dick's Sporting Goods here in Washington.
Great support from Dick's Sporting Goods, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joe Clinchock, one of the voices of PNC Park, was there along with the Bucko Brigade and Pirate Parrot and one of the pierogies. A lot of opportunities for the players to enjoy the hospitality of Western Pennsylvania.
Pitch misses upstairs to Valenzuela, 1 ball, 1 strike. You mentioned Joe Klimchuk. I haven't seen or heard from in a while, but a former sports information director up at Grove City College, and another great guy that always look forward to seeing him once a year for local football games. There's a strike called to Valenzuela, 1-2. Jake Orsi, the right-hander for Peters Township, ahead in the count here. Swing and a miss. Got Valenzuela to chase one that was high and maybe off the plate outside.
And mainly because Orsi was out in front of the count when that's such a key at all levels of baseball to get that first pitch in for a strike and be out in front of the count so that you get hitters to chase.
Cervantes, the center fielder, to bat now. Takes inside Alejandro Cervantes, right-handed batter. Yeah, casual observers to the game of baseball, I think, maybe don't realize the importance of that or really the situation it puts both the pitcher and the hitter in, depending on who's ahead in the count. You know, if you're behind in the count, especially with 2 strikes, you got to be a lot more defensive up there. And, you know, if it's close, you try to at least foul it off. Line drive just past the glove of Orsi into center field for a 1-out single for Cervantes. And conversely, if you're ahead in the count, you always hear, you know, 2-0, 3-1 are hitters' counts. You can be aggressive there.
Boy, the pitcher Orsi almost made that grab.
Diego Miranda, the third baseman, steps in, a right-handed hitter. Cervantes at first, chased back by a throw over from Orsi. No score, top of the second, 1 out. Cervantes the runner at first for Los Mochis, Mexico.
Hitters are supposed to keep at least 1 foot in the batter's box. Home plate umpire Miles Dotson just reminded Miranda of that.
Strike called.
Apparently wasn't paying attention.
That was a little high. I mean, I put a high strike, I guess is what I'm trying to say, on the outside part of the plate. Yeah, and I think you will see umpires as we get another throw over to first. At least the first time a batter takes both feet out of the batter's box, get a verbal warning, but at some point they'll start calling a strike. 1 strike pitch with a runner going is up high for a ball, throw down to second base. In time to get the out. Cervantes, I think, felt he was safe there, but a nice job by Bartzak to put the tag down there.
Not a great jump on the part of Cervantes, and the throw was to the shortstop side of second, but Bartzak did do a great job getting the ball and bringing it back and putting the ball down in front of the base. Don't look for the runner. Don't reach for the runner. Put the ball in front of the base. The runner will come in and will tag himself out.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch up and in from Orsi. Yeah, really nice job by Bartzak. He did exactly what you said, Lanny. Let it just put the glove down there and just got the bottom of the lead foot by Cervantes. Just slid right into the tag. 1-2 pitch, fouled off, out of play. Pony League World Series coming to you locally on 1450 AM, WJPA Washington. Also available at MLB.com, the American Sports Network, and greensports.net. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty here, top of the second inning. Diego Miranda, right-handed hitting third baseman for Los Mochis. Waiting on another 1-2 pitch from Peters Township's Jake Orsi. Breaking ball popped up, shallow center field. Salvetti, the shortstop, will make the grab, and that retires the side. A 1-2-3 inning with the aid of the caught stealing. After an inning and a half, Los Mochis, Mexico, and Peters Township scoreless here at the Pony League World Series.
Hey man, let's play ball.
Oh, he pops it in center field. Could be trouble.
Hey, Walker, go, 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 go.
However you play ball, play ball. Go to playball.org to find out more.
That is Chris Peters. Remember him? The former major leaguer back in the early 1990s, played for the Pittsburgh Pirates organization and also played for the Montreal Expos. Well, he's a member of this Peters Township coaching staff. In fact, he's the man in charge. What better way to learn the game from someone that played at the absolute highest level? And Chris had an opportunity earlier today to throw some pitches right here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. We had a home run contest, a home run hitting derby, and he was obviously the chosen man to pitch to his players, and good to see him out there on the mound. Chris Peters, former major leaguer, and his team looking to get some offense going here. We head to the bottom half of the second inning of play, and we are scoreless. Now back upstairs, Lanny and Mark Uriah.
Peters Township getting ready to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. No score.
Managed by Chris Peters, who graduated from Peters Township High School. And I was talking to Chris yesterday. Chris won his first big league game back in 1993. It was against the San Francisco Giants. Not only did Chris win that first major league game against the Giants, in that game he got his first major league hit, got his first major league RBI, and the highlight of the game for him was he struck out Barry Bonds. Chris Peters, great guy.
Matthew Levy to lead it off here, bottom of the second inning for Peters Township. Takes a fastball upstairs from Vicente Valenzuela, the right-hander for Los Mochis. Levy, left-handed batter. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Valenzuela. 1-1.
Peters, the manager, coaching third. John Salvetti coaches at first. George Winslow, also a member of the coaching staff.
1-1 pitch. Might have been ball 2 there, but Levy went after the high fastball and missed. Chesterfield, Virginia, and Johnstown, second game of our doubleheader tonight after the opening ceremonies. 1-2 pitch misses outside. Opening ceremonies in Rio tonight as well.
No offense, but I'd rather be here.
Well, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missed outside.
For a lot of reasons.
Well, yes. Not that I wouldn't want to maybe see the Olympics, especially with golf being added to the sports this year, but 3-2 pitch fastball, missed outside. Leadoff walk for Levy in Peters Township.
Good at bat for Matthew Levy. He was behind the count 1-2 and got the free pass. Let's see what Chris Peters does here. Man aboard with nobody out. Bunt situation. I say that with a question mark. Or see the number 6 hitter in the lineup.
Swing and a miss at the first pitch.
Third baseman Miranda playing back. He's not looking for a bunt.
Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics?
For what?
For your preference.
No, Summer Olympics.
1 strike to Orsi as Valenzuela delivers, fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes to Jake Orsi with Matthew Levy at first base, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning for Peters Township. Fastball just missed outside.
By the way, I know that you're not supposed to watch games or listen to games because of the announcers, but I have such a high regard for Bob Costas. I'm amazed at how talented he is.
Stretch by Valenzuela in the 1-2. Line drive, snared by the second baseman Felix. Throw to first, and they double off Levy for 2 to the second for a double play. This 1 for each team now, and 2 outs in the inning.
No second guessing here, but that's why that question came up a moment ago about do you bunt? Hoping to put a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We've not had on either side of the card a runner in scoring position.
So 2 down, bases empty for Nick Winslow, the catcher, right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Valenzuela starting Winslow off with something off speed there, had him out in front. Scoreless here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1 strike pitch. Fastball down and in. Shadows starting to creep in along the first base side. 1-1 breaking ball drops in for a called strike. Nice pitch there from Valenzuela. Just froze Winslow. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 2nd. Valenzuela with the pitch. Grounded foul, wide of third. Each team has put runners on, but as Lanny mentioned, no one has reached second base yet. Valenzuela with the 8 of that double play, trying to get a 1-2-3 bottom of the 2nd. And hanging in there is Winslow, getting a piece of a fastball to stay alive. A lot of baseball to be played between now and Wednesday at 7:30 for the championship game. Fouled down into the dirt by Winslow. Count holds, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, there could be 19 games. That is, if there's need for some additional games because of the double elimination format. Yeah, the winner of this game will play Chinese Taipei tomorrow at 5:30.
Yeah, we'll kind of set the bracket here for you when we get an opportunity. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. basically have a bracket, two 5-team brackets in the top half, the 4 teams that we will see tonight, plus Chinese Taipei. And in the bottom half, Laredo, Texas, and Bay County, Michigan, who will play tomorrow at noon. Paderborn, Germany, and Washington County, they'll play at 2:30 tomorrow. Swing and a miss. And Winslow down on strikes to end the inning. A walk, but nobody left on after the double play. We've played to Peters Township and Los Mochis, Mexico. Scoreless here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
All the gold on Earth can be traced back to the stars. Upon violently exploding, their contents scattered across the galaxies, into our oceans, our deserts, and eventually us. Gold, it's in us all. Only some have the strength to dig it out.
You are taking a look at Lou Hayes Pony Field just a couple of weeks ago when the entire infield grass was removed and sod was brought in. A lot of man hours, a lot of cost in order to make this surface as good as possible for the 65th edition of the playing of the Pony League World Series, and that right there is the finished product. That sod is set down very nicely. The grounds crew just does an impeccable job on that infield, and so far it's been clean all the way across. No score, no errors. Mark Uriah, Lanny Fratteri back upstairs as we head into our top half of the third.
Scoreless as we head to the third inning here, game 1 of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. We were setting the bracket there before the inning ended. Mentioned the 4 teams that will play tomorrow in the bottom half of the bracket. Maui, Hawaii, the West Zone champions, won't play till Sunday at noon. They are the 5th team in that bottom half of the bracket. So it's double elimination in your half of the bracket. And a lot of time to talk about that. Right now we're starting inning number 3 between Los Mochis, Mexico, and Peters Township. For the middle innings of this ball game, my partner Lanny Fratteri.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Zamora takes the first pitch for a strike. Second pitch is up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. At the end of 2, Mexico no runs on 2 hits. Peters Township no runs on 1 hit. Jake Orsi peeks over the top of his glove. The right-hander rocks in the 1-1 pitch. And the ball floats high, 2 balls and 1 strike. The winner of this game will play Chinese Taipei at 5:30 tomorrow. Orsi. And ready with a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Zamora went after a pitch that was up and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zamora's in the number 8 spot of the Mexican batting order. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. 1 down on the 3rd. And for Jake Orsi, his 2nd strikeout. And now to the number 9 spot of the order, Enrique Gastelum.
Sorry, Lanny, you mentioned Chinese Taipei. They are the defending champions, and they've won 7 Pony League World Series championships. I believe all since '94.
As Chinese Taipei beat San Bernardino 12-1 in a 5-inning game last year. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Zelvetti comes in, and the throw to first base. 2 away in the 3rd. Jake Orsi, first time through the Mexican batting order, allowing just the 2 hits, striking out 2. Now to the top of the order, and Jose Roman. Roman is he walked his first time up. Only Pony League World Series title to be won by a Mexican team, Monterrey, in 1972. And the pitch, a strike on the inside corner. Miles Dotson, the home plate umpire. The 4 gentlemen that are working these 2 games today, as a matter of fact, these 4 umpires will work the first 5 games of the tournament. They're all from Ohio. And the windup by Orsi, the 0-2 pitch. And it's outside 1-1. Miles Dotson, the home plate umpire, is from Holland, Ohio. One pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Orsi dealing with a good bit of confidence. Started the game by walking this batter, but then served up a ground ball double play. 1-2 pitch from the Peters Township right-hander, and the fastball is high. Mark was mentioning earlier that it's 305 to straightaway center field. Give you an idea, your typical high school center field ballpark in western Pennsylvania is about 375. 2-2 pitch, and a ball outside. Full count on Ramon. Nobody on, 2 down, no score. Peters Township and Los Mochis, Mexico. Defense pretty much straight away. And the Orsi 3-2 pitch is up high. So Jose Ramon walked for the second time in a 2-out base on balls. The dimensions we mentioned earlier. 80 feet between the bases, not your typical 90. 54 feet from the mound to home plate. And here at Luis Pony Field, 250 down the lines, 305 to straightaway center field. And a throw to first base, Ramon back safely. Felix in the batter's box, looking down at third base coach Eduardo Felix, who's been coaching for over 4 decades. Pitch is high, ball 1. Second game tonight, Chesterfield, Virginia against Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And the winner of that game advances to play on Monday. One ball, 1 strike. Runner going, ball hit in the air to right field. Labelardi coming in, can't make the play, was lunging forward, sprinting for third and coming around Ramon. Here's the relay to the plate, and the run scores. Throw to second base, safe at second, 1-0, Mexico leads. Good relay from Bartzak, but just a little bit late. So it is 1-0 Mexico, a 2-out single after the 2-out base on balls.
That has been ruled an error, just for your information.
Therefore, no RBI and not an earned run. No hesitation on the part of third base coach Felix, sending Ramon home. And quickly, Chris Peters going out to the mound to talk to Orsi. And really, it's a major conclave. Pitcher, catcher, and all the other infielders. So after Orsi had gotten the strikeout of Zamora and got the ground ball out for the second out of the inning, Ramon walked, and then Felix, that fly ball to right field that could not be caught, and no hesitation with 2 outs. Ramon was running with a crack of the bat.
And Labelardi, ball not hit real high in the air, and just maybe a little, just misjudged it a little bit. He is standing in the shadows there, and when he came in to make that play, he came back into the sun. Not sure if that had something to do with it, but just didn't get a good read on it, and then lunged forward at the last minute and trapped the ball.
Appeal play maybe at third. Yes, indeed. Chris Peters wants his team to appeal to see whether Ramon missed third base. He did not, according to third base umpire Ray Parker. So it is 1-0 Los Mochis, Mexico. And Borbola steps in. He had an infield single his first time up, left-handed batter. Right-hander Orsi comes set at the letters, checks the runner at second. And the pitch high and outside, ball 1. Opening game of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Peters Township getting the opportunity to play in this tournament when the Dominican Republic team could not get things worked out legally to come to the United States. Pitch inside, swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, we got a great Friday night for the opening of this year's tournament that will run through next Wednesday, the championship game. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Silvetti went through his legs into left field. Around third comes Felix. Throw to the plate is late. On the second error of the inning, Los Mochis takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, and Felix cut right in front of Silvetti just as that ball came to him, and I'm sure had an effect on Silvetti not being able to handle that ball. Actually, Felix had to kind of hop up in the air a little bit to avoid having that ball hit him.
And all of this bad news for Peters, good news for Mexico, coming after 2 outs. Brian Guerrero, the batter, throw to first base, and Bilbao is back safely. Two 2-0. Los Mochis, Mexico leads. 2 runs without the luxury of a hit. Horsey's pitch fouled off to the right and well out of play.
And all the damage coming after Horsey retired the first 2 batters of the inning.
Keep all balls in foul territory, courtesy of our sponsors this evening, which are the Observer Reporter, West Bengal, Washington Financial, HotelPlanner.com, Pikewood Sports, Pittsburgh Pirates.
Guerrero needs a different batting glove.
Talking about the format a little bit earlier, again, 10 teams, 5 teams in the top half of the bracket, 5 teams in the bottom half, and double elimination within your half of the bracket, which is why on Wednesday, the 10th, we could have what we call if necessary games at 10 a.m. and noon, depending on what happens on Tuesday night.
Runner going, foul ball to the right field corner, no balls and 2 strikes on Guerrero. By the way, that means that, for example, Mexico and Chinese Taipei could not meet in the championship game. They're both in the top section of the bracket. The bottom section, including Laredo, Texas, Bay County, Michigan, Germany, Washington County, and Maui. No balls, 2 strikes, 2-0. Los Mochis, Mexico leads in the top of the 3rd. 0-2 pitch. He is up high. Jake Horsey allowing just 2 hits, but a couple of runs charged to him, both unearned. I mentioned earlier that the winner of this game plays Chinese Taipei at 5:30 tomorrow. The loser of this game will play on Sunday. Horsey's 1-2 pitch, runner going outside, ball 2, throw to second base, out at second. And Nick Winslow has gunned down his 2nd runner of the game. This caught stealing. Score of 2-4 ends the inning. Los Mochis, Mexico, 2 runs, no hits. There were 2 errors in the inning and no one left on base. Middle of the 3rd, Los Mochis, Mexico 2 and Peters Township nothing.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Horse around at the Washington County Agricultural Fair, August 13th through the 20th at the Washington County Fairgrounds.
This is Anthony Rizzo, all-star first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. When he's not playing baseball, he's reading about baseball.
God, he's so good.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball.
They look like superstars.
When he's not listening to baseball,
What's up, boys?
he's watching live baseball.
Jonesy. Ooh, that's deep. Ooh.
And when he's not watching live baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
set for the bottom of the third. Vicente Valenzuela has a 2-0 lead. Talking earlier about Fernando Valenzuela, who sparked Fernando Valenzuela mania in Southern California and into Mexico. Valenzuela made his debut with the Dodgers in September of 1980, won 173 games and was a Cy Young winner in 1981. And Sam Petrarca will lead off. Sam is a freshman in the Peters Township School District. He also plays basketball, left-handed batter. His first at bat of the ball game. The lone hit for Peters Township so far, John Salvetti singled in the first inning. And a swing and a miss by Petrarca. Listening to the Pony League World Series on WJPA in Washington, on Green Sports, on MLB.com, and the American Sports Network. Pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. They've come a long way from Mexico to be here. 1-1 pitch. And the ball ends up slipping out of the hand of Valenzuela and comes back to the screen.
I remember one of the times when we had a team from Mexico here, not only did they talk about the journey and how many days and all of that, I remember them saying no air conditioning on the bus either.
2 balls and a strike on Petrarca. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And I wonder if you come all the way from Mexico, whether you'd be tempted to just enjoy the games and be poolside, or whether you'd want to do some sightseeing of Western Pennsylvania, get back on another bus. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Petrarca is the first out of the third, and it's strikeout number 4 for Vicente Valenzuela. So Valenzuela has struck out 4 of the first 8 batters. And Joey Labalardi is now ready to stand in, right-handed batter. Joey is going to be a freshman, Peters Township High School, also a hockey player. Ball popped off to the right and out of play. 2-0. Los Mochis, Mexico leads.
We mentioned the baseball program at Peters Township High School, and outstanding hockey program as well. I've seen a lot of them over the last 10, 15 years.
Swing and a miss by Labalardi. You're talking about Joe Mays, who graduated from Waynesburg Central High School. Got his undergraduate degree from Slippery Rock and then his master's degree from West Virginia. 0-2 pitch. And the pitch is a bit outside. According to home plate umpire Miles Dotson from Holland, Ohio. Miles manages a grocery store up in Ohio. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was down. 2 outs in the third, 5 strikeouts for Valenzuela. First time through the Peters Township menu.
Including the last 3 batters that he's faced.
Terry Faust, Tom O'Connor, Dick Witt, the members of the decision committee.
Oh my God.
Top of the batting order, and Shane Bartzak takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Bartzak, who wears number 63, will be a 9th grader at Peters Township High School in the fall. Also plays basketball. And the Valenzuela 1-ball pitch is a called strike.
You got a chance to mention Gary Goga, the head basketball coach at Peters Township. They've had a great program there for quite some time too.
By the way, the official score for the Pony League World Series, Ron Faust, while we're talking about outstanding basketball coaches. Ground ball up the middle, shortstop Roman's got it. The throw to first baseman Borbola. And Peters Township is set down in order in the bottom of the third after 3 of the opening game of the Pony League's World Series, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. It is Los Mochis, Mexico 2, and Peters Township nothing.
At UPMC, we see more than bones and ligaments. We see passion and potential. which is why more people choose the nationally recognized orthopedic care at UPMC to keep them moving at full speed. Head to toe, start to finish. UPMC Orthopedic Care.
That's right. That's how it used to look here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. This is the 65th edition of this Pony League World Series. And you go back into the archives and you see the history, the tradition, and the style of yesteryear. Here in Washington, Pennsylvania, this has been the host of the Pony League World Series now for the 33rd consecutive years. All totaled, 65 of these have been played, but it all started right here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Pony protecting our nation's youth. That's how it all began. 2-0 is our score. Back upstairs, Lanny Fratteri and Mark Uriah.
Ready for the top of the fourth. Las Mochis, Mexico leading 2-0 after 3. And Guerrero leads off for Las Mochis against Jake Orsi. 2-0 Las Mochis lead, both unearned runs because of a couple of Peters Township errors in the third inning. Strike called on the outside corner. Third appearance in 4 years for Las Mochis, Mexico. Advanced to the finals in 2013 and lost to Okinawa. Here's the 0-1 pitch, down low 1-1. My all-time favorite Pirate from Mexico, Mario Mendoza. Reeler's a big fan of Mario. Smooth shortstop.
I was going to say, doesn't get the credit he deserves.
An outstanding defensive shortstop. It's unfortunate that Mendoza line handle's been put on him. Fly ball to center field. Boehm coming in. The center fielder of Peters makes the catch. One away. Mario Mendoza from Chihuahua, Mexico. We'll bring up Vicente Valenzuela. Washington County plays Germany tomorrow at 2:30 here at the Pony League World Series.
You know, the only, and obviously you would know better, but when you started into that, your favorite Pirate from Mexico, the only guy that I could think of, and I didn't realize Mario Mendoza was from Mexico. I was thinking, because it was the only guy I could think of, Enrique Romo.
Yeah. Trying to figure out whatever happened to him. Part of that 1979 ball club. Here's the 1-ball pitch. He was the setup man to Grant Jackson, who of course was the setup man to Kent Tekulve. 2 balls, no strikes on Valenzuela. 2-0 Las Mochis. Mexico leads. We're in the top of the 4th inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. And the 2-ball pitch is outside. The Boilers of Johnstown ready to take on Chesterfield, Virginia in our second game of tonight's doubleheader. Jake Orsi. 3-ball pitch. In for a strike, 3-1. 2 walks given up by Orsi. The one in the first did not hurt. The one in the third did. Now the 3-1 pitch from the right-hander. A swing and a foul tip. Full count. One out, nobody on. 2-0 Mexico leads Peters Township. 3-2 pitch is high. Valenzuela walks. It's a 1-out base on balls. Now Cervantes comes to the plate. And he singled his first time up. There have been only 3 hits in the game when we're in the top of the 4th. Mexico has 2. Peters Township has 1.
Third walk given up by Orsi.
Throw to first base, back standing up is Valenzuela. And keep in mind that catcher Nick Winslow has thrown out 2 runners in this game. gunned down Cervantes in the second, and he got Robola in the third. Ball one. We talk often about the new, well, it isn't all that new, but it's been going on maybe for about 30 years, the calling of pitch outs and step offs and throws to first base from the dugout. A swing and a miss. The challenge here for the catchers of the Pony League World Series, the dugouts are almost directly behind the catchers. The dugouts happen to be located directly below the press box.
You might need a little treatment on the neck after each game.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. In the top of the fourth inning, Los Mochis, Mexico leading 2-0 in the throw to first base. And Valenzuela once again back standing up. And those dugouts right behind home plate. Pitches high, 2 balls, 1 strike. And as to which team is the home team, that determination is made and marked on the bracket well before the tournament starts. Peters getting the home team assignment for this game, and Johnstown will be the home team in the second game of our doubleheader. Ball fouled away, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, those are all determined by coin flip before the series begins. So we can look at the bracket right now and tell you who's going to be the home team in each game from here on out.
Matter of fact, the team that comes from the top part of the bracket will be the home team in the championship game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Orsi looks in, and again a throw to first base. Runner being held on by Petrarca at first. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, Silvetti. To Bartzak for the out at second, on to first, safe. And the out at second base, erasing Valenzuela, the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 outs. Top of the fourth, Los Mochis, Mexico leading 2-0. And Diego Miranda will step in. Ball was not a bouncing double hitter, not a tailor-made double play ball.
Yeah, the infield grass seemed to slow that ball down enough. Play really was not close at first base.
Opening ceremonies for the Pony League World Series coming up between games of this Friday doubleheader. 2-0 with Mochis getting the unearned runs in the top of the third. And a called strike.
And as usual, this field is just in pristine condition.
Runner going, ground ball to the right side into right field. Cervantes goes to third. The throw to third base. Well laid. It's first and third for Mexico with 2 outs in the fourth inning.
Second baseman Bartzak moving over to cover second, but he would have had to have gone a considerable way to his left, even if he's in regular position, to make that play. First baseman Petrarca really didn't have a chance at it, so that would have been a difficult play and might have been a base hit regardless. You know, if you're Peters Township, maybe Bartzak is able to get over there and cut it off and prevent the runner from going to third, but that might have been the best they could have hoped for there.
And now the need for the meeting. Catcher Winslow wants to make sure his infielders knows what he plans to do should Miranda run from first in his first and third situation. Zamora struck out his first time up. He's the number 8 batter in the order. Ball game in the fourth inning. Los Mochis leading 2-0. From the stretch, Orsi's pitch. Up high, ball 1. I was talking about what needs to happen defensively. The middle infielders need to know that if the catcher's not going to throw through, should the runner run from first, there's no reason then for the middle infielders to move out of their positions. And now, after checking with Chris Peters in the dugout, we get the signs from catcher Winslow about what he plans to do. Catcher turning his head back to check with the dugout. 2-0. Not uncommon, by the way, for a number of teams to use a verbal sign, call out numbers to indicate either pitches or throws to first or step-offs. Runners at first and third, 2 outs in the 4th inning, and a 2-ball pitch is up high. Boy, Orsi had a relatively easy time of it the first time through the Mexican batting order. That's not been the story this second time through. Runners at first and third, 3-ball pitch called strike. Zamora taking all the way. Runner going, ground ball, runner going from first, ground ball to shortstop Salvetti, and the throw to first base. Zamora is out. Mexico is turned away. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base. The opening game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series from Blue Hayes Pony Field after 3.5. Los Mochis, Mexico 2, Peters Township nothing.
One decision, endless possibilities. California University of Pennsylvania opens your mind to more than 100 programs of study. Programs that matter to education, to healthcare, to technology, to the future of our world. California University of Pennsylvania, because the world is waiting for you.
Visit or apply online, calu.edu.
There's a look at some live harness racing. It's just one of the many things that you can do here around Washington County, Pennsylvania. One of our corporate sponsors of this Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, the Meadows Racetrack and Casino. And a lot of the folks that make the visit here from out of town, or literally from outside of the country, and over the next several days will make their way around Washington County and take a look at the absolute scenic beauty and all the activities that are offered here. So a lot of baseball and a lot of fun times and great memories here at this Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Catcher Winslow contemplating maybe his next at bat, which won't be coming until 6 more hitters against Vicente Valenzuela, and Los Mochis, Mexico leads 2-0. And John Salvetti will be leading off. His dad, John, is the first base coach of Peters Township, and his dad played on the Pony League team in the World Series in 1981 and was MVP. He didn't play on the Peters team. He was on the Washington team in 1981. Then a graduate of Washington and Jefferson. And in the insurance business, Marthinson and Salvetti. Swing and a miss, strike 1. John, the coach, his son, the shortstop and number 2 hitter in the order, is planning on going to Shady Side Academy in the fall. Ball fouled away 0-2. And what were you telling me, Mark, that John was second in the home run derby competition today?
Let me find my notes here. Yes, he was second to Caden Colson of Washington County in the individual portion of the home run hitting contest.
Ball fouled away. John Salvetti going to Shady Side Academy. He's a basketball player. 1981 Washington County team. John Salvetti, who's now the first base coach of the Peters team. Ball hit well on the 0-2 pitch to left center field, but not well enough. Left fielder over to make the catch in the gap. 1 away in the 4th inning. 1, 2, 3, 6 in a row retired by Valenzuela. And that'll bring up Daniel Boehm. Let's talk about Shady Side Academy and the fact that Salvetti plans to go play basketball there Every time I think of Shady Side Academy of Peters, or in basketball, I think of Peter Sauer, swing and a miss, who was the son of former Pirate president Mark Sauer. And Peter Sauer died of a heart attack at a very young age. They named the basketball court after Peter Sauer. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the other part of that story that is somewhat inspirational is that after the death of Peter Sauer, his wife moved back to Pittsburgh. They were in New York City. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball fouled away. And Amanda Sauer, Peter's widow, is a college football referee, one of the best in the country. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th inning. It is 2-0 in favor of Los Mochis, Mexico. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. And there'll be a throw to first base for the 2nd out of the inning. And strikeout number 6 for Valenzuela.
And Guerrero tried to put the tag on Boehm there, just couldn't quite reach him, so stepped out a little further into fair territory to make the throw to first.
Now Ryan Majeski, who is 0 for 1. Ryan will be a freshman in the fall, wants to play football. Pitch high, ball 1. Some of the other players on this Peters team that we've not seen in the action so far. Luke Fontaine. Here's the pitch inside, ball 1. Also Vinny Knight, Liam McHugh, Joey Offerman. 2-ball pitch to Majeski. This ball is hit in the air off to the right. One of the great things about the Luhais Pony Field, a perfect amphitheater, particularly for those folks that prefer to sit on the hillside out behind the right field fence. 2-1 pitch. This ball is popped out of play, and a number of the teams arriving, getting ready to take part in the opening ceremonies, which will be coming up between games of the doubleheader. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 in favor of Los Mochis, Mexico. The opening game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Opening ceremony is always fun. All the teams here in uniform, they get them all out on the field. Everybody a chance to see the entire field of teams here all together.
2-2 pitch. Low and outside. Nobody on, 2 outs. Full count on Majeski. Vicente Valenzuela has allowed only 1 hit. He gave up a single to John Salvetti in the 1st inning. And only 1 other base runner. Levy walked in the 2nd. 3-2 pitch. Fastball is high. 2nd walk from Valenzuela coming up after 2 outs in the 4th inning. And Matthew Levy walked in the 2nd inning. Left-handed batter. Pitch down low, ball 1. No one pitcher can work more than 7 innings in a calendar day, and 40 hours rest are needed after 4 innings pitched in a calendar day. Ball fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And just a note on that, 1 pitch beyond 3 innings constitutes 4 innings.
Each pitcher is allowed 16 innings in the first 3 games his team plays. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. I'm sure that some of you are familiar with the fact that high school in western Pennsylvania, WPIAL and Pennsylvania baseball, had been using innings pitched as a determination as to the limit of number of how much work a pitcher can use, and now they're going to go to a pitch count system. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Levy's the 3rd out of the 4th inning, and it's strikeout number 7 for Valenzuela. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left on base. After 4, Los Mochis, Mexico 2, Peters Township nothing.
Most of the gold on Earth can be found in our oceans. it lies at uninhabitable depths. The gold within resides in a similar darkness. Only there, under the most extreme pressure, will you find gold.
Well, they call it the World Series for a reason, because the teams literally have come from around the world. The farthest distance traveled, that would of course be Chinese Taipei. And perhaps the most arduous journey was from this team that we've been watching here this evening, Mochis, Mexico. They literally bussed 60 hours on the bus. They made it here late last night. They began their trek on Tuesday. It's all well worth it. They've got the lead.
Fifth inning, ground ball hit sharply up the middle. Shortstop Salvetti out behind second base. He's got it. The throw to first base quickly. 1 out in the fifth inning. Now, for the most part, both these teams have shown us some good defensive plays, and yet the 2-0 Los Mochis Mexico lead is because of a couple of errors. And the unearned runs against Jake Orsi, those 2 runs came in the third inning. 1 out, nobody on top of the batting order for Roman. Jose has walked twice and looks at a strike.
That ball hit by Gastelum, I think likely would have been a base hit, but it caught the front part of the mound, slowed it down considerably, and gave Salvetti an opportunity to get up to the second base bag and cut it off.
Now Orsi's 1 strike pitch is low and outside. Roman scoring the first run of the game. This ball hit in the air, opposite way, right field corner. Labelardi is over. He can't make the play. The ball's in the corner, and it's a fair ball. Here's Roman around second on his way to third. The relay will not be forthcoming. The ball run in from second baseman Bartzak. It's a 1-out triple for Jose Roman here in the third inning. Placed perfectly in the right field corner, just inside the line and just out of the reach of the right fielder.
Yeah, Labelardi went a long way, and I think the ball was slicing away from him just beyond his glove as he lunged to try to make a great catch there.
Infield must play in. It's 2-0 already, and we're in the fifth inning of what's scheduled to be a 7-inning game. Fly ball right field, hit well the opposite way, home run. Felix, a 2-run homer in the fifth inning, and Los Mochis, Mexico jumps to a 4-0 lead in the fifth.
Now Roman's ball almost got out of here, and not much doubt about that one. More of a line drive off the bat of Felix, but solidly hit, and had maybe 8 or 10 feet to spare clearing the fence. Yeah, maybe more than that.
Randy Cosgrove, who's the public address announcer, asking the folks to retrieve that home run ball, bring it back so it can be presented to Felix. Our first home run of the Pony League World Series of 2016, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. So now it is a 4-0 Los Mochis lead. Chris Peters once again went out to talk to pitcher Orsi.
And he and Nick Winslow having a bit of a chuckle as they as Peters heads back to the dugout and Winslow behind the plate. You know, regardless of the fact that Peters Township is now down 4-0, you know, you got to keep it light, keep it loose, and the guys, when they're relaxed, will play better.
There's a strike called in the outside corner. You know, doing my homework the other day, and thanks to Carson Fox, who does a lot of the homework for us, I learned something about Peters Township I did not know before. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Did you know this? That Peters Township was named for William Indian Peters?
I did not know that.
Huh? So if anybody were to take exception with the use of the Indian nickname, it is for Mr. William Peters. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball fouled away. I mean, some of my best friends live in Peters Township. And I'm sure they don't know that. 4-0. Los Mochis leads. And remember, the winner of this game will advance to take on Chinese Taipei tomorrow at 5:30. Ball popped off to the left. Good job by Borbola to swat that pitch away. It was borderline. And the loser of this game will play on Monday. That's not right. Loser of this game will play on Sunday. 1 out, 2 runs in, nobody on. 0-2 pitch from Orsi is outside. And catcher Winslow tried to frame that pitch and get the call from the home plate umpire Miles Dotson. Did not work.
Yes, loser of this game will play the loser of our next game Sunday at 2:30 in our. It'll be the second elimination game. We'll have an elimination game in the bottom half of the bracket at noon.
Called strike 3 on a pitch on the inside corner about letter high.
Nice
and that is
there.
Strikeout number 3 for Orsi.
Sorry, Lanny. Nice pitch there from Orsi. Came in a little bit high, but dropped down to catch the upper part of the strike zone.
Now Guerrero for Los Mochis, Mexico. Nobody on, 2 outs and 2 in. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Pony League Baseball, ideal age 13, 14-year-olds. Open stance for this right-handed batter. And a strike call. It's 1-1. Miles Dotson, the home plate umpire. Jeff Rabel is the first base umpire. That pitch was right on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit in the air to right center field. Boehm is over, and he is able to make the catch. And just after he grabbed it, he slammed into the Pony World Series logo in right center field and held out of the ball. Top shelf play by Daniel Boehm that ends the inning. Boehm had to go a long way, reaching out at the last second, held onto the ball. Los Mochis is done in the 5th inning, but the Mexicans scored 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left on base after 4.5 innings. Los Mochis 4, Peters nothing.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Tap into the fun at the Corks and Kegs Festival, August 20th and 21st at the Meadows Casino Racetrack Hotel.
Back inside Lou Hayes Pony Field, Tony Caridi joined by a very special guest. Our man in charge, the president, has arrived. Abe Key, he is the president of Pony Baseball and Softball International. When you have this event here, it's always a fantastic, excitement-building event to have, and had a great night for it and a perfect setup.
Yeah, Tony, first of all, welcome back. Glad to have you back here in Washington, Pennsylvania. It's a great night for baseball here at Lou Hayes Pony Field, the 65th version of the Pony League World Series. And we're very excited. Tonight's first game between Mexico and Peters Township, Pennsylvania, the host area South team. A great crowd, and the weather's been spectacular.
Yeah, the good news is the forecast for the next several days, no rain. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks, Abe. Back upstairs to the guys, Mark Uriah, Lanny for Terry.
All right, set for the bottom of the 5th inning. This opening game of the Pony League World Series. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and pitcher Jake Orsi leads off. Peters Township held to 1 hit to this point.
back to the catch by Daniel Boehm that ended the top of the 5th inning. Boehm, just before he crashed into the fence, lost his hat. The front portion of the hat is white, and I thought for a moment that was the baseball. Got to look at a replay, and Boehm looked like he juggled that ball a little bit, but he pinned it against his chest and was able to hold on to it to get the out. And again, talking about playing in an unfamiliar situation, maybe not quite exactly sure of where that fence is. So really a good play by Boehm.
And here's one of the many occasions where the guy that makes a great play to end an inning does not lead off the next inning. Here's the pitch from Valenzuela, swing and a miss. Valenzuela has been quite dominant, allowing only 1 hit. Got a good fastball, changes speeds well, moves the ball around particularly well. That's a pretty good way of doing things. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Orsi. John Silvetti has the only Peters Township hit.
And 1 hit and 2 walks given up by Valenzuela, and he walked Levy to lead off the second, but immediately got a double play after that.
Pitch low and inside, check swing by Orsi. For Valenzuela, 2 strikeouts in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, for a total of 7. Orsi in the 6th spot of the batting order. Catcher Nick Winslow follows. Now the 1-2 pitch popped out of play. 4-0. Los Mochis, Mexico leads in the bottom of the 5th inning. One-two pitch. Ground ball, slow roller to the left side. Roman, the shortstop, fires on the run to first baseman Borwola. 1 away in the Peters Township bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, Roman looking smooth out there at shortstop. Didn't get a chance to talk about a play he made earlier, the final out of the 3rd inning, but a ball hit up the middle, just appeared to be just gliding over toward the second base bag, and really made a nice smooth play, and similar there on a ball that he had to charge.
7 strikeouts for Valenzuela and a lot of ground ball outs. Winslow, who struck out his first time up. Nick, right-handed batter, swings at the first pitch and skies this one to left center field. And the left fielder, Castellon, is over to make the catch, out number 2. 1, 2, 3 ground ball outs for Valenzuela. Now the left-handed batter, Petrarca. Petrarca, freshman, upcoming year in Peters Township, also wants to play basketball. Nobody on, 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Los Mochis leads 4-0, swing and a miss. Recapping what's happened so far, 2 unearned runs scored by Los Mochis in the 3rd inning after 2 outs. A couple of errors committed by Peters Township, and then a 2-run homer by Felix of Mexico in the 5th inning. Pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is a ball. Nobody on, 2 outs. Two-one pitch. High ball 3. A moment ago, Nick Winslow, the catcher, flied out. His dad, George, is one of the coaches, and Nick has a couple of brothers that played Pony League World Series baseball, played pony baseball. Brother Sam, who's now a lawyer, and his brother George. George is going into his senior year at Peters. There's a called strike on Petrarca, batting with nobody on and 2 outs. Peters Township has not had a base runner touch second base in this game. Gives you some idea of how effective Valenzuela has been. 3-2 pitch is high. So Petrarca walks, 3rd walk given up by Valenzuela, just the 4th Peters Township base runner. And Labalarte was on his way to the batter's box, but we're going to get a pinch hitter.
if you really want to nitpick, when you look at what Valenzuela has done here tonight, that'd be the one thing you might look at are the 3 walks. But
Vinny Knight is going to be the pinch hitter. Vinny, who's going to be an 8th grader in the fall at Peters Township Middle School, not only plays baseball but also plays basketball and football. And Vinny's half-brother Chris Burke was a Pony Leaguer. So the 2-out walk. Petrarca at first base. Conference breaks up. And a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. A year ago, the opening game featured Houston, Texas, and Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico came up with a big win. Ground ball 2, hopper to the shortstop. Roman with a quick flip to second baseman Felix for the out. That ends the inning in the 5th inning. Peters Township, no runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left on base. After 5 of the opening game of the Pony League World Series, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, it is Los Mochis, Mexico 4 and Peters Township nothing.
At UPMC, we see more than bones and ligaments. We see passion and potential, which is why more people choose the nationally recognized orthopedic care at UPMC to keep them moving at full speed. Head to toe, start to finish. UPMC Orthopedic Care.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. That keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Top of the 6th inning coming up. Valarte moves now to left field. He re-enters the game, and Majeski's in right field. And Valenzuela will lead off the 6th. Vicente Valenzuela 0 for 1 plus a walk. So for Jake Orsi through 5, he finds himself down 4-0. Here's Mark Uriah.
Thank you, Lanny. Vicente Valenzuela, who's been outstanding on the mound, leads off the top of the 6th inning here for Los Mochis. Hits one down the right field line in the air. Long run for Majeski. Makes the catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Lanny mentioned that Lebelarti, they pinch hit for him in the bottom of the 5th inning. He re-enters in the top of the 6th, but he goes to left field. He was playing right, and Majeski, who was in left, is now in right, and Majeski makes the catch there for the first out of the inning. Alejandro Cervantes, the batter, run for 2, had a single back in the 2nd inning, also reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Takes a breaking ball from a strike from Jake Orsi of Peters Township. Nice pitch dropping to the outside corner there from Orsi. Cervantes, left-handed batter, waiting on a 1-strike pitch, and now asks for time. 4-0, Los Mochis, Mexico in the lead. A couple of unearned runs in the 3rd, and a 2-run homer from Jair Felix an inning ago. 1-strike pitch. That ball hit down the left field line. Levelarte long run into foul territory and just won't get there in time. Ball hit right around the bullpen area where home plate is located, down each the left and right field lines. So 1 out and a 2-strike count to Cervantes, leading off the top of the, or I should say, batting here in the top of the 6th inning for Los Mochis. Mentioned it earlier, winner of this game plays Chinese Taipei tomorrow at 5:30. And the loser will come back on Sunday against the loser of our second game tonight. And that game will be Sunday at 2:30. First of, or I should say the second of 2 elimination games on Sunday. Pitch fouled straight back and out of play by Cervantes. Certainly Peters Township has hung in there. Horsey, the right-hander, winds and delivers another 0-2 pitch. And again, fouling it off was Cervantes. Horsey took something off there. Horsey into the windup. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Again, Cervantes way out in front that time. Second out of the inning. I have that as strikeout number 4 for Horsey.
The pitch away, up in the strike zone. Excuse me about that. I turned it up too far, didn't I? Sorry about that. Not used to running my own controls.
Diego Miranda, the batter. Well, it's funny that you say that. Are we going to have a pinch hitter here for Los Mochis? It is Daniel Zarate, pinch hitting for Miranda. Zarate, right-handed batter, takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Broke in and caught the inside corner. It's funny, you said you're not used to running your own controls. That's, you know, we've been doing that for so long. Whenever we get in a situation, as the 1-strike pitch comes in here, misses upstairs, 1-1, where we're working with other people, it's kind of odd for us because we're used to doing everything. Jake Horsey trying to get a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning here. 1-1 pitch on the way to the pinch hitter Zarate, and he hits it well into the gap in right center field. Majewski, though, able to make the catch just shy of the warning track, and it is a 1-2-3 top of the 6th. And we'll go to the bottom half after 5.5 now. Los Mochis, Mexico, leading Peters Township 4-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Well, one of the great events in the Pony League system is this Pony League World Series. And you take a look through the years, the tens of thousands of fans that have made their way here to Lou Hayes Pony Field. Different style of dress, yes, but the love of the game continues on. We've got a nice crowd here for our opening night this evening. 4-0. Los Mochis on top as we head into the bottom half of the 6th inning, the first of 2 tonight, and potentially the first of 19 games that'll take us all the way into next Wednesday. Back upstairs with Mark and Lanny.
Some changes here for Los Mochis as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Emmanuel Vega is now in left field for Enrique Gastelum. David Espinosa is in right for Jaime Zamora. And Daniel Zarate, who pinch hit for Miranda, replaces Miranda at third, and we also have a new center fielder, and that is Maximiliano Campos. Shane Bartzak leads off here and takes a strike against Vicente Valenzuela, Los Mochis, who has been outstanding so far. And a one-strike pitch drilled into right field. Second hit of the game for Peters Township is a line drive single by Bartzak.
Time to get something going for Peters Township. Top of the batting order, down 4-0, sixth inning of a 7-inning game.
Number 2, John Salvetti.
Can't bunt here. Down by too much, too late.
John Salvetti, the batter, 1 for 2, first inning single. Takes a fastball low and away in the dirt for strike one. Again, trying to get these changes here for you defensively for Los Mochis. Bartzak, the runner at first. 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. All right, so in the infield, Daniel Zarate replaces Diego Miranda at third base. We've got an entirely new outfield here for Los Mochis as Salvetti fouls off the 2-0 pitch. Emmanuel Vega in left field, Maximiliano Campos in center, and David Espinosa in right. 4 runs, 5 hits for Los Mochis, no runs, 2 hits, and a couple of errors for Peters Township. 2-1 to Salvetti, strike from Valenzuela outside part of the plate, down around the knees. May have gotten a call there. That one on the replay appeared to be a touch outside. 2-2. And the ball hit into shallow left center field. Campos, the center fielder, charging, but he won't be able to get there. Picked up by Vega, the left fielder. Of course, Bartzak had to hold, or at least go halfway, thinking that ball might be caught. It drops in for a base hit. So Peters Township in business here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 4-0. They have runners at first and second and nobody out. It's kind of into no man's land. Even though Campos, the center fielder, slowed down, I don't think he could have gotten there anyway.
You know, Vicente Valenzuela, pretty dominant first 2 times through the batting order, striking out 7. And he has the 4-0 lead, so he needs to continue from the Los Mochis, Mexico standpoint, needs to continue to throw strikes. But as I mentioned a moment ago, Peters Township is where it wants to be in the batting order.
Daniel Bain skies the first pitch he sees, left side of the infield. Roman, the shortstop, right on the edge of the outfield grass, makes the catch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Ryan Majeski, 0 for 1 plus a walk.
You mentioned earlier, Mark, about what might be going through the minds of these young 13 and 14-year-olds as they step onto this world stage of the Pony League World Series, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Here's a situation, too, where Majeski, and he's talking with Chris Peters, the third base coach and manager, thinking about here's an opportunity for him to do something to really help his ball club. And nevertheless, these are 13 and 14-year-olds. All they can do is the best they can do.
And certainly that's something that probably we need to keep in mind more of when we watch youth sports, that you're watching youngsters. First pitch fastball is upstairs to Majeski.
Yeah, with a variety of ability. And challenged by the fact that they're up against a pretty good pitcher in Vicente Valenzuela.
The right-hander for Los Mochis stretches and delivers. Fastball fouled straight back.
Oh, it's a good cut by Majeski right there. Real good cut. Pitch that was up.
Bartzak at second, Salvetti at first, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Majewski. Valenzuela delivers, pitches in the dirt. Nice sliding block by Guerrero, the catcher there, to keep the runners put.
Yeah, don't lose sight of that point that you just made, Mark. It was a breaking ball away, and breaking balls are a little bit more challenging for catchers to handle. Runners not able to move up on that ball in the dirt.
2-1 as Valenzuela stretches, checks second, and now delivers. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Majewski reaching out and just fouling it off. Count even at 2. 4-0. Los Mochis, Mexico in the lead here. Peters Township had a 1-out single in the first inning and didn't get their second hit until Bartzak led off the 6th with a base hit. And Salvetti immediately followed with a base hit to put runners at first and second. Majewski waiting on a 2-2 pitch, chops one to the third baseman Vega. Nice play going up in the air to get it, throws to second base to Felix covering for the second out of the inning, just ahead of the sliding Salvetti. 2 down now, runners at the corners.
That was an outstanding play by the third baseman. Always, young players need to remind themselves, what do I do before the ball is hit to me? What am I going to do if it's hit to me? And here's a third baseman that has to tiptoe to his left and have the presence of mind to know the only out he's got is second base, and he gets it there.
Matthew Levy, the batter, with runners at the corners and 2 down, takes a fastball high. It's one of the things I always remember as a young baseball player. Manager always telling us that. Always be out there thinking, what am I going to do if it's hit to me? Levy waits on a 1-0 pitch. Valenzuela delivers, misses high again. Peters Township, the home team, will get an at-bat in the bottom of the 7th. Unless, of course, they can come up with 5 runs here and keep Los Mochis off the board in the top half, but in essence down to their final 4 outs here, so they'd like to take advantage of this situation as the pitch misses high and outside to the left-handed hitting Levy. 3 balls, no strikes. Inning started with back-to-back base hits, but a pop-up and a fielder's choice. Now runners at the corners with 2 down. Vicente Valenzuela with the stretch and the 3-0 pitch, and just missed low and away. So Levy works the walk to load the bases now with 2 down. 4th walk given up by Valenzuela. The pitch looked good for a long time and then just tailed low and away.
Four walks from Valenzuela. None has hurt him, including a leadoff walk in the 2nd that was quickly erased. Now 3 of the 4 walks given up by Valenzuela have come after 2 outs.
Jake Orsi, the batter. He's 0 for 2 and is backed off the plate with a fastball from Valenzuela. Orsi's first time up lined it hard to the second baseman Felix, which resulted in a double play. Bases loaded with 2 down. Valenzuela back to the windup. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Good breaking ball there. Orsi started the bat but laid off. 1-1 as Valenzuela delivers. Misses upstairs off the glove of Guerrero, but the runners will hold.
Wisely so. No reason to risk trying to score when you're down 4-0 in that situation.
Well, Majewski at second base was about halfway to third when he realized that Bartzak wasn't coming home, so he had to hustle back. Bases loaded, 2 down, 2 ball, 1 strike count to right-handed hitting Jake Orsi for Peters Township. Trying to get his team on the board. They trail 4-0. Pitch again, a fastball inside, and Orsi has to lean back out of the way. And now Valenzuela in danger of walking in a run.
Now here's Orsi. He's got to look for his pitch in his zone. Again, he's a 13, 14-year-old kid. but he's got the advantage in the count.
Here's the pitch. And it misses inside. Orsi walks. Scoring from third is Bartzak to make it a 4-1 ball game. Fifth walk now given up, and second in the inning by Valenzuela. And now Nick Winslow, the catcher. Really a big opportunity here. Base hit. Could score a couple.
All right, do some managing here, okay? You're Chris Peters. You tell your hitter to take a strike. You've just watched this pitcher, Valenzuela, walk 2 in a row.
Yeah, given that, I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Well, the other side of the argument is, okay, he's going to try to lay a fastball in there. Let's see if that's what he throws here.
Winslow looks ready to swing, that's for sure.
Fastball.
Here's the pitch. And it's golfed just foul. Good pitch,
fastball
though.
in.
Yeah, jammed Winslow. Didn't get a whole lot of wood on it. Or aluminum, I guess.
And now, advantage Valenzuela out in front 0-1. There's always a couple of key at-bats in a ball game. The 2-run homer of Felix in the 5th inning made it 4-0. Here's a big at-bat of this ball game.
Bases loaded with 2 down. 1 run in for Peters Township to make it a 4-1 game. 1-strike pitch, swing and a miss.
Nick Winslow in the batter's box. His dad standing right behind him. One of the members of the coaching staff. I wonder what George is feeling right now for his son.
Valenzuela a chance to get out of a big-time jam here. 0-2 pitch, misses up and in. Back-to-back singles to start the inning for Peters Township. And a pop out and a fielder's choice, followed by a couple of walks. Second one forcing in the first run of the game for Peters Township. Now a 1-2 pitch on the way to Winslow. Reaches out and a soft liner, but right at Jose Roman, the shortstop. And that will end the inning. Peters Township comes up with a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We will go to the 7th. Los Mochis, Mexico, leading Peters Township here in Game 1 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Much of the gold on Earth exists within its core. It lies under tremendous heat where nothing else survives. Gold in the human body is found under similar conditions. It's there where everything turns to fire that you'll find gold.
Los Mochis with a 4-1 lead will bat here in the top of the 7th inning. And we really, the fact that Los Mochis and Vicente Valenzuela able to get out of that jam, Lanny, only giving up 1 run, really changes things. And
this is Espinosa batting.
First pitch is a strike. Valenzuela found himself in some trouble, got out of it. surrendering only 1 run, so still a 3-1 lead as Los Mochis bats here. David Espinosa, his first plate appearance after taking over in right field, takes a strike. He's behind 0-2.
Good breaking ball there from Orsi, inside corner.
Could not get Espinosa to chase that one. That was well off the plate outside of the right-handed batter.
And Winslow was set up 1.5 feet outside of the strike zone.
Jake Orsi, the right-hander for Peters Township, with a 1-2 pitch. Reaching out and getting a piece is Espinosa, fouling it out of play.
And that pitch, Winslow again called for it outside, and this time Espinosa went after it.
One-two pitch on the way, and it misses upstairs. Los Mochis making a number of changes in the bottom of the 6th inning, so some of those guys who came in defensively, Espinosa being one of them, getting his first plate appearance here, replacing Zamora in right field. 2-2 pitch. Again, reaching out, fouling it off the end of the bat is Espinosa to stay alive.
And don't forget Jake Orsi of Peters Township. He's done a good job in this ball game. He's given up 4 runs, but only 2 earned runs. Unfortunately, the walk that he issued in the 3rd inning came right in front of a couple of errors. And then he was beaten by the Felix 2-run homer in the 5th.
Another 2-2 on the way from Orsi. This one misses upstairs. Chesterfield, Virginia, Johnstown, PA. Second game of our doubleheader following the opening ceremonies in between games here. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Espinosa swung at one up around his eyes. Strikeout number 5 for Jake Orsi.
The batter, number 28.
Emmanuel Vega will now bat for the first time in the game. He replaced the left fielder, Enrique Gastelum, in the bottom of the 6th. Vega, right-handed batter, steps in with 1 out and the base is empty. Breaking ball lifted foul and out of play.
You know, one of the things that may get lost, there are a lot of things that they're the intangibles of baseball. One of the things that good catchers do, they watch and see where a hitter sets himself up. And in this particular case, Vega, on top of the plate, got his left foot on the inside line of the batter's box.
1-strike pitch. Jammed Vega, who could only foul it off again out of play to the right side.
And that's the point, the catcher watching to see where the hitter sets up. He's trying to protect the hitter is trying to protect the outside part of the plate, which means that a pitch in jams him. Now he's backed off a little bit off the plate, and now he moves into where he was before.
Orsi ahead 0-2 and ties up Vega up and in, who swings and misses for the 2nd down of the inning. Strikeout number 6 for Orsi.
Yeah, it wasn't a great pitch, but because of the way Vega had set himself up, he basically tied himself up.
Number 31, Jose Roman.
Jose Roman, the shortstop, to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a triple, but he's also walked twice. He scored 2 runs. Kind of what you'd expect from your leadoff hitter. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner.
Pretty perfect day for this shortstop, offensively and defensively.
Orsi winds and delivers the 1-strike pitch. Breaking ball, misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Orsi winds and delivers. Ball drilled to left field. Belarte, who was playing in, goes back, reaches up, and makes a fine catch to end the inning. It's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Last chance for Peters Township coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. They trail Los Mochis, Mexico here in Game 1 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, 4-1.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, Recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Full steam ahead for old-fashioned fun at the National Pike Steam, Gas, and Horse Show, August 12th through 14th in Centerville.
Peters Township down by 3 runs and down to their final 3 outs. They trail 4-1 in this opening game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Our bracket in this tournament, as you can see coming up in our second game and our final game here this evening, it will be Chesterfield, Virginia taking on Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And if Los Mochis is able to hang on here and win this game, they will advance on to tomorrow night's contest. Well, they will take on Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei comes in as the defending champion. That region won the championship a year ago against San Bernardino, California. We head to the bottom half of the 7th.
Bottom of the 7th inning, game 1 of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Glad you're with us, whether it's here locally on 1450 AM, WJPA Washington, also at MLB.com, the American Sports Network, and greensports.net. Peters Township trailing 4-1, left the bases loaded an inning ago, and talked about how that changed things for Mexico somewhat. Really changed things for Peters Township, trailing by 3 here, coming into what might be their last at bat.
Pitch I mentioned at the time, there are a couple of key at-bats in every ball game, and that was one of them there from the Peters standpoint.
Sam Pacharka took upstairs for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 plus a walk tonight. That pitch about belt high on the outside part of the plate for a called strike to even the count.
Let's see if Valenzuela will go back to throwing strikes as he did through 5 innings. Had a little bit of trouble with it in the 6th.
The right-hander delivers the 1-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 1 and 2.
And he's got the lead. That's what he's got to do. He's got a good fastball. Don't get fancy out there.
It's funny how guys almost at any level, when they can see the finish line, able to find that little bit extra to try to finish it off. Here comes the 1-2. Misses high.
Tried to spin a breaking ball there and overthrew it. Yeah, that's why when you come across a closer, Kent Colby always understood that those last outs can be very difficult to get.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Pacharka, leading off the bottom of the 7th inning. And the breaking ball misses low and in. Pacharka, left-handed batter, jumped back out of the way of it, so a full count.
He's got to charge him with a fastball here.
Here's the pitch. Missed with the breaking ball.
He was Valenzuela out in front of the count and then tried to spin breaking balls and got the lead. He's got a 3-run lead.
Joey Libellarte, who was pinch hit for in the 5th inning, re-entered the game to play defensively, so he's going to bat for the 2nd time in the game now. Struck out swinging his first time up. And he takes in the dirt ball, skips away from Brian Guerrero, the catcher, and taking second on the wild pitch is Pacharka.
And we have the winner on the 50-50. $419 goes to Hands of Washington.
Again, opening ceremonies between games. And then the second game of our doubleheader, Chesterfield, Virginia, and Johnstown, PA. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting Libellarte. Valenzuela delivers. Ball lifted, fouled, and out of play down the right field line. Los Mochis scoring 2 unearned runs in the 3rd inning, and a home run from a 2-run homer from Felix in the 5th inning to take a 4-0 lead. Peters Township with a run in the bottom of the 6th to make it 4-1. Pitch fouled off by Libellarte, so still 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Sam Pacharka, leadoff hitter in the inning walked and moved to second on a wild pitch. Velarde waiting on a 1-2 delivery as Valenzuela stretches and delivers. Called strike 3, breaking ball on the outside corner.
They were all, Mark, all 3 of those pitches were fastballs. And the last one, a fastball on the outside part of the plate.
So the strikeout, number 8 for Valenzuela. Now back up to the top of the order, Shane Bartzak, 1 for 3. Singleton scored an inning ago. Started that 6th inning with a base hit. Takes down low. (4-1) Los Mochis, Mexico, trying to nail down game 1. They would come back at 5:30 tomorrow to face Chinese Taipei if they win here. Pitch misses outside, 2-0.
5 fastballs in a row. That's what he should be throwing. He's got the lead.
Bartzak, right-handed hitter, open stance, waits as Valenzuela stretches and delivers. Called strike. One about thigh high on the outside part of the plate.
Good sinking fastball, spotted perfectly. And no reason to worry about that runner at second base from the Los Mochis standpoint.
One out, runner at second. Valenzuela with the stretch and the pitch. Lifted, foul, and out of play down the right field line.
Yeah, that's the point I was making when we saw Valenzuela throwing breaking balls and walking Petrarca to start this inning. Now he's throwing 7 fastballs in a row. And remember, he's got a good fastball and he spots it well.
Indians haven't pulled a lot of balls tonight. Haven't gotten around much on that fastball. 2-2 pitch misses upstairs.
Try to spin the breaking ball again. By the way, we have a count here from our friends at Pikewood Creative. 101 pitches for Valenzuela.
The right-hander with a 3-2 count on Bartzak delivers. That one popped up. This one should stay in the field of play. And no, it does not. Just does get over the fence into the stands on the first base side. Boyle looked like he might have had a play there.
By the way, if you're wondering 101 pitches, the average major leaguer will throw, when he's good, will throw 15 pitches an inning. So that's 90 through 6. So it's about where the average major leaguer would want to be.
Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. High and up and in fastball. Bartzak could not lay off. 9th strikeout for Valenzuela, and now Los Mochis 1 out away from advancing.
Number 2, John Salvetti.
And again, it's double elimination, so Peters Township, if they don't come back and tie it here, would come back on Sunday at 2:30 and take on the losing team from the second game of our doubleheader tonight.
7 of the last 10 pitches have been fastball, so that he's got to be looking fastball.
Salvetti, a couple of singles in 3 trips. Fouls the first pitch straight back and out of play.
That's why you hear on a major league level, you hear all this talk about hitter and pitcher, and the pitcher stepping off the mound, thinking about what he wants to throw. Hitter stepping out of the batter's box, thinking about what's coming up next. Of course, again, these are 13 and 14-year-olds. I have to remind myself that I have a 14-year-old grandson.
1 strike pitch. Comebacker. Valenzuela handles it, calmly throws to first, and that will end the ball game. A walk-a runner left on for Peters Township in the bottom of the 7th inning. Your final score, 4-1. Los Mochis, Mexico defeats Peters Township in Game 1 of the 2016 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. All right, we're on Washington.
There is gold in every human bloodstream. These tiny particles travel 12,000 miles a day, pumping to and from the heart. Only some have the strength to dig it out.
Johnstown, PA coming up in the second game of our doubleheader following the opening ceremonies. Big hit in the game for Los Mochis was the two-run homer by Jair Felix in the 5th inning. And let's go down to the field now to Tony Caridi.
Thank you very much, Mark. And so game number 1 is into the book here, a 4-1 final score. Los Mochis advances on, and they will now take on Chinese Taipei. I'm joined by Roberto Rojas. He is the translator for the Mexican team and the veteran manager, Eduardo Felix. Roberto, if you would, just give me a general assessment, if you could ask Manager Felix a general assessment of how he felt the team played here in this first game after a very long trip here.
¿Cómo viste en general el equipo después de el largo viaje y cómo lo viste en este primer juego de la Serie Mundial?
Pues el equipo se presentó motivado, es lo que nos tiene aquí, tiene la actitud los niños, se miraron un poquito al principio cansaditos, pero el viaje no nos va a afectar para seguir en el torneo.
The players, the boys have a lot of motivation, and that's what they are here. And the first they was a little bit tired for the long travel, but they are ready to the next game, so tomorrow.
Tremendous pitching performance by Valenzuela. Was he surprised by his accuracy here, 7 strikeouts this evening, or was that the kind of performance that he expected?
Sé que pues el pitcher abridor estuvo muy bien, que los 7 ponches y la actuación que tuvo, ¿la esperabas o te sorprendió?
Vicente todo el tiempo ha sido nuestro caballito de batalla. Él en todos los regionales, nacionales que hemos ido, es mi mejor pitcher. Esperaba esa participación de él porque es el picheo que hace él.
He said Vicente is the best pitcher he has in all the tournaments, regionals and nationals. He pitched like this, and that's what he expects.
Little time to celebrate this one because here comes Chinese Taipei less than 24 hours from now. How much does he know about him, and is that the matchup that he was looking forward to coming into this event?
Dice que pues hay poco tiempo para celebrar porque mañana ya en menos de 24 horas estará enfrentando a China Taipei, que si sabes algo de ellos y si es el rival que te gustaría enfrentar o que esperabas enfrentar.
Es el rival que tenemos a vencer. Todo el tiempo su mejor, él es un gran equipo, todo el tiempo ellos han dado su mejor, se han quedado campeones, pero nosotros venimos ahora con todo. Vamos juego por juego para así llegar a la final.
They know Chinese Taipei always have good teams. They even a championship in a lot of categories, and he's the team he wants to face. But they are game for game, and then they start winning the championship. Right?
Very good. Roberto, thank you so much. Eduardo, thank you so much. Congratulations to you. 4-1, Las Mochis advances on, and they will take on Chinese Taipei. So our first game is done here this evening. One more to go, and that game will be a featured attraction between Johnstown, Pennsylvania, against Chesterfield, Virginia. In between all of that, we're going to have our opening ceremonies. All the teams are here in Washington, PA, and we would like to send along a program note that we will begin our next game 8:30 Eastern Time. 8:30 Eastern Time, it will be Chesterfield, Virginia, taking on Johnstown, Pennsylvania. So, a victory for Las Mochis, Mexico. That 60-hour bus trip didn't hinder them at all. 4-1 the final score. Valenzuela, the winning pitcher, surrendering just 3 hits while striking out 7. 1 in the book and 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us here. Pony League World Series from Dick's Sporting Goods continues on.